So they fenced it up so the dogs can't get in there and put little paw prints all over the new cement. And he said to get in, oh, that's tight, man. Oh man, they got that tight. They're trying to make me look bad. All right, let's try the bottom. Boy, I can figure out how to get this thing off. I mean, I know how to get it off. I'm not strong enough. There we go. Hey, so I'm building a hangar in Guatemala. Yeah. That's usually when people stop me and say, "You're doing what? Where?" And some are curious. Some think I have completely lost it. And this wasn't an impulsive decision. My wife is from here, and I guess let's rewind back a little bit. When I was in the military, when I was in the Army, I served in Panama, and I drove watercraft, called a watercraft operator. Basically, I was at the bridge of the ship and I drove boats, and we did a lot of different missions. I've been to 13 different countries. I've been to most of the countries in Central and South America. And I just love the people. When I came back after the military, I ended up marrying a girl from Guatemala. That's a good story for later. I knew I wanted to marry a Latina. I don't have much family of my own, so having a large family was a driving point. And quite frankly, I suck being on my own. When you're young, you live with a family. When you're in the military, you have a very large family, and you definitely don't live alone. When you get out of the military, it's a shock, because you're alone. You don't know what to do. You don't have a job. Especially when you only do, like 4 years, which I did. You're still young. You have no plans, nothing. So, married her, and we visited Guatemala, and she's from the hotter regions down in Isabela. And I loved it. It was hot, but I loved it. And throughout the years, we did various trips, and then one trip we came out to the lake, and I found out there was an airstrip. And I was like, sold. I knew that's where we wanted to be. I never really thought that I'd be living outside of the country. It's past my mind, but I didn't think it was really needed or really was something I was going to pursue. But when I saw the airstrip in Guatemala, on Lake Atitlan, and there were lots kind of available, not really available, kind of available. A lot of people said there were lots available, but it was, to put it in context, it took me almost 10 years to get this lot, and 6 to 8 months to close it. And it wasn't because of the seller. I'll just put it that way. I ended up finding who the seller was, reached out to him, and within 2 weeks, we met up in Guatemala City, got it done. And we ended up becoming pretty good friends. I really like the guy. He's really cool. So I've been thinking about this for years, and definitely not impulsive. And I've been trying to convince myself reasons not to and reasons to do it. And the reasons to do it just overwhelmed the reasons not to. Worst case scenario, we have a place here in Guatemala on the most beautiful lake in the world in a private neighborhood, hangar, storage, apartment. that can be fully locked up, and it could be a vacation home. And so we have it here. Not really a bug out place, but just like a vacation home, a place to go to when we want to get away from the States. And we could also rent it out to pilots that come out here, especially if they come out here and the weather gets bad and they need a place to stay. We could also rent out space in the hangar. It's big enough for several airplanes. And or we could sell it later on for a lot more than that we have invested in it. There are houses out here on less than an acre of land. Some of them are going for $800,000. I saw a bigger house going for like 1.7 million here on the lake, and it's crazy. True, our airstrip is not in a populated area, but I like it. If I want to go into town, you just jump in the car, take a tuk-tuk, and it's 10 minutes down. So I didn't pick Guatemala because it's a cool story or it's really exotic. I picked it really for the runway, ease of immigration, because I'm married to a Guatemalan for 30 years, and it just felt right. Aviation here is a little bit different from the other countries around here. Mexico, from what I read and from what I talked to others, it's not as free, it's not as open as far as general aviation. It's hard to, you can't really just jump on your plane and go. You got to walk around and file flight plans and stuff like that. Even if you're going up into pattern type stuff, it's a pain in the butt. Here, yeah, you just jump in your plane and you go. You check in with ATC and let them know. I think it's your normal stuff, tail number, where you're going, and where you're from, where you're going, what altitude, and how much fuel you have on board, how many people, and they give you traffic and stuff. And that's basically it here. Really straightforward. Having a plane here, if you have the means, it's almost a necessity. Unless you really like driving 4 hours to get to the next town or 3 hours to get to the next town. Here to Guatemala City is only 29 minutes on a plane, and you only burn a half an hour of fuel. Or if you want to drive, it's 4 hours, and that's crazy to me. Which I do it now because I don't have a plane, but it is what it is. I picked here because every time I come here, I feel more calm, more open, and just chill. It's a much calmer life. There is no calendar. I like it. So why am I building a hangar and an apartment inside the hangar? Well, if you're a pilot, you get it. It's what a lot of pilots want. They want to live with their plane because it's just cool. I mean, there's a huge cool factor, and also a hangar is a huge storage space. It's a huge entertainment space. There's a lot you can do with it. There's a lot that I want to do with it. I would love to start a school here, a tech school, like a trade school, but teach IT type stuff, IT infrastructure, fiber optics, cameras, and stuff like that. Very basic ground roots IT stuff that people can actually use. They can turn around and go out and start a business, or go to work for somebody in the city. There's a lot you can do with the hangar. Taxes. My land taxes are around a little over $100 a year. And get this, they're voluntary. Especially since I live in a private neighborhood and we don't get any city services here at all. We do our own septic, we do our own water. We do get electricity, but that's from the electric company. And a lot of people here are on solar. I'll be on electricity with a battery and generator backup. This is a different country. It's a different language and a lot of different ways of doing things. There's no Home Depot, no Amazon, no instruction manual. I am the instruction manual. And I pull tidbits of information from everyone around me, try to find out the best way to do it. The scariest thing for me was not doing this and then regretting it 10 years from now that I didn't do it. I'm getting older, and I've outlived my parents. Both my parents died in their 40s. I'm 50. I just turned 53, so I'm 53 now. So I outlived them. If you see some of my older videos, I used to be a lot bigger. I'm a lot healthier now, and I really want to, live another 20, 30 years. I want to enjoy my life. I don't want to wait to enjoy my life. I don't want to wait till 65 to get my Social Security check. If you're not swimming in money, it's kind of hard to do that. Guatemala is one place I could do that. So I've been living here for a couple of months here, renting an apartment while this is being built. And with rent and everything, I think my expenses are well under $1,000 a month. And that's with car insurance, electric, food, everything, little trips. So it's absolutely doable. And get this, when I move in here, I won't have rent. There is no, so there's no mortgage. Electricity is about double the price per kilo, a little more than double the price per kilowatt hour. But I've been told since I'm outside of Santiago, it's actually a little bit cheaper. But you don't have AC. All your things that run on heat are with propane. Propane's not too expensive. So your expenses are very low. If you shop wisely and shop locally and eat locally, food is very inexpensive, but expenses are very low. And if if everything just went to hell with my business and everything, I could probably live here comfortably for $600 a month. Not that that's what I want to do. What I want to do is live on my current income that I have, and all that money I'm saving. My wife and I, we can go and lock up the hangar, lock up the apartment, and go to Europe for a couple of months, or just travel, and that way I don't have to work on increasing my income, because quite frankly, I'm tired of the rat race. Yeah, that's it. I'm just tired of the rat race. I've been working my ass off for, let's see, my company. I started my company in '99. And I love my company. I love what we do, but I'm personally just tired of it. When you're no longer motivated in life or the business that you're doing, you need a change. Stop doing it. Do something different. Do something that means something to you. I've never been a good employee. I've tried to be an employee a few times throughout my career. Biggest one was the Army. I loved my job in the Army. I loved doing what I did. I wasn't a good soldier. I'll tell you that right off. But I loved it. Got a bunch of awards and accommodations and things like that. But I wasn't a good soldier. So I got out. Came back to the States, tried to be an employee at a few different places, doing different things, a lot of sales and stuff like that, but I wasn't a good employee. Started my own company, and it was rough, buddy. Oh my God, it was rough. But starting today, I mean, as of today, it's what's allowing me to do this. So when I tell people what I'm doing, a lot of people do think I'm crazy doing it. And most of these people are not people that have traveled a lot, have never been out of the country. And I've noticed a lot of the people that are really closed-minded, they've never traveled. They think the U.S. is it. Guys, there's a lot more to this world than the U.S. Get your butt out there and do some traveling. Visit some other countries. Visit Europe, and integrate with the people here. Go out and get to know the locals. Become friends. Learn the language. It's a beautiful world out there. It's an absolutely beautiful world. I like the world I'm living in right now here in Guatemala, and I can't wait to share it with you. So I'm not a professional YouTuber at all. I have no idea what I'm doing. No one to hold my hand. But I'll tell you this. This is not, I'm not here to show tourism. I'm here to show what it's actually like to try to live here as an American who was always busy, 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 running his own business and just running around like crazy, and then come here and things just stop and slow down. So I'm here to try to show you some of the mistakes I made. I'm trying to be brutally honest, my wins, my failures, and hopefully to show people that you can do it. And if y'all think all this is crazy, you're probably right. But even if you're a little curious, follow along, watch the videos, subscribe. I'm going to try to do this YouTube thing. Why not? You know, Gen Xer, come on, Gen Xers, let's go out there and get this done. Let's be YouTube people. I'm going to give it a shot. Follow along with me. I'll try to post everything I can. Be brutally honest. Love you guys. I don't see how these guys did this, and they're short. There we go.